Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here, playing some more Warhammer combat cards, and I'm continuing ranked mode here. Today I'm going to be trying out what I believe to be the weakest Warlord in the game, Magos Dominus, whatever that third name is. Not even going to try to say that. I have him at level 5, he's a servant of the Emperor Warlord, by the way. And as you can see, he has very weak attack capabilities. I think possibly the weakest out of any warlord, so you really don't want this guy deploying to the battlefield because he can't really even kill anything. He does have regeneration, so he can heal up a bit, and his special rule, Shroud Psalm, repairs your units whenever one of them dies. So the way you want to use this, I think, the most efficient way is to deploy two big cards, such as this Dune Crawler, Warglaive, or the Penitent Engine. These are the three big cards I have in this deck. Everything else is really weak, and when the weak cards die, they will repair your big cards. So let's start this match here. This is the third game I've played with Magos Dominus today, and I've won the past two games. I was impressed by how easy it was to win. But we're up against Tau here, so this could be a challenging battle. Commander Farsight, I believe, is the stronger of the two Tau warlords. So I'm guessing we'll face some pretty heavy ranged resistance. So do I want to start off with melee? And it looks like yes, because I have both my Warglaive and Penitent Engine deploying with my opening hand. I do have the initiative, so it looks like the enemy is going to have some really big cards. I'm going to start off with the ranged here. The Warglaive has a decent ranged attack, so should be able to deal some damage with the counterattack if they decide to go ranged. Of course, the AI deploys weaker units towards the beginning, and later on it saves its strong cards for later on in the game. So we'll see what comes out after I take these cards out. I will be able... So my Dune Crawler has a very strong ranged attack, so hopefully I will be able to use a charged up ranged attack later on in the game. But Commander Farsight, he does have a lot of health. Let's look at what level he is. Level 5, 206 health. That's huge. That's going to be really tough. So this will really test the limits of my Adeptus Mechanicus deck here. We do want to keep the Penitent Engine and the Warglaive alive as long as possible. Now if it was any other warlord, I might deploy this Dune Crawler now, but of course we want to keep deploying our fodder here. Tau is always tricky because the way their special rule works. Once their last unit deploys, it heals up whatever is deployed on the battlefield to max health. So if they have a really strong unit at low health on the field and that special rule activates, then it can really be a game changer. It can completely turn the tide of the battle. Now my Penitent Engine is getting quite low on health here. I'd prefer for it to not die, but it looks like this is gonna be painful, I think. It looks like the game's kind of glitching there. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna do, but we're just gonna put that in the middle and see what happens when I go. See, here if I go melee, it doesn't matter how much damage I do to the two battle suits because they're just gonna heal back up to max health. So that's not yeah, that's not really what you want to do. But so Farsight deploys, and his special rule readies his melee by a massive amount. So he just took out my Penitent Engine, unfortunately. Now what do I want to do here? This is going to be tricky. The Warlord is exposed, but if I lose the Warglaive, then the enemy will be able to use his melee attack for a tremendous amount of damage. Probably one-shot my Dune Walker. Dune Crawler. Yeah, this is really tough. Okay. I think what I'm going to do here... This is going to be a little risky, but I'm going to deploy my Dune Crawler to the right and try to kill his broadside battlesuit, which I can, and then charge ranged attack on Commander Farsight, which is good, whittling him down a little bit. So now, yeah, that was the right choice, I think. My units get healed up a bit, and now the enemy is kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, because if they go ranged, they'll take a lot of range damage. If they go melee, well, actually, if they go melee, that was the smart choice there. My Warglaive goes down. But yeah, I'll be able to do a lot of ranged damage here next turn. Although, unfortunately, this Ghost Keel battlesuit, yeah, I was going to deploy this over here, but if that thing retaliates and kills my little minion here, I'll be forced to deploy my Warlord, and I do not want to deploy him, because he's useless. So I'm just going to put that there. All three of those units will stay alive. We'll see what they decide. The AI decides to go. Melee. Taking out the dude in the middle. And yeah. This was a much closer game than the last two matches, and my Warlord Magos Dominus has to deploy now, but I do have barely enough ranged attack to take out the enemy. You can look at my melee is very weak here. Very bad. Yeah. So I was able to scrape out a victory here, but it was a little too close for comfort. But it is kind of fun playing him. I've never played Magos Dominus in ranked before today, and it is fun to just change things up, try something new. For those of you watching, have you ever used Magos Dominus in ranked mode? Did you have any luck with him? And do you think he deserves a buff? Now, one thing, he used to be a lot weaker. I will say that. There was a time when his special rule only repaired your units by either 5 or 10 health. It was pretty terrible. But they did buff his special rule up to 15 health each time one of your units dies. And I think they might have given him a little more base health or something too. But I would like to see an increase in his damage by just even a little bit. If I do upgrade him to level 6, then he'll have slightly better ranged attack there. But yeah, I rather enjoyed trying out these Adeptus Mechanicus cards here. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.